In the meantime, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke, who will be contesting the forthcoming elections for a second term, has resigned from the People's Democratic Party, under which he was elected senator and later governor. Senator Adeleke announced his resignation in a post on his X handle late Monday, attaching a letter dated November the 4th and addressed to the PDP chairman of Ward 2, Sagba Abogunde in Adeleke North. In the letter, he blamed prolonged leadership crisis within the PDP's national structure as his reason for leaving. Senator Adeleke did not indicate the political platform he will be joining next. Now, here's a list of governors who have left the PDP in the past. Sheriff Obore of Delta State defected from the PDP to the APC in April 2025. Governor Moyno of Akwa Ibom State left the PDP for APC in June of 2025. Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State defected to the APC in November 2020 during his second term as governor of Ebonyi State. Ben Ayade, then governor of Cross River State, decamped from the PDP to the APC in May 2021. Bello Matawale, then of Zamfara State, also left the PDP and joined the APC in June of 2021. Aminu Tambuwal, former Sokoto State governor, left the PDP for the APC ahead of the 2015 elections while in office. And Aliyu Wamako, former Sokoto State governor, defected from the PDP to APC in 2014 before the 2015 elections. Abdul Fattah Ahmed, former Kwara State governor, decamped to the APC in 2014, though he later returned to the PDP. Also notable is Ifeanyi Okowa, former governor of Delta State, joining APC in April of 2025 alongside the current governor. And Emmanuel Udwa, former governor of Delta State, left the PDP for the APC in 2018, though he later returned to the PDP and as of 2025 rejoined the APC. Well, I'm being joined here by Dr. Katch Ononuju, a political analyst, to discuss this movement. Dr. Ononuju, the movements have been, amazing back and forth. Some have moved and then come back. What does that say of the political structures in Nigeria?
Well, it shows you parties lose membership when they have problems. And so far, the PDP was good for 16 years. And then it was an inclusive party. But as it suffered in recent time, the Atiku Abubakar disease, it now became a calamitous illness for the PDP. I myself, as the Atiku Abubakar crisis sustained, I, alongside Doinu Kukwe, didn't want to stay in to fight the way Wike was. I pulled out and we started the youth movement, which culminated in the obedient movement. When we started, I had no candidate. And people were saying, what are you doing? Opposing what the party says. I said, no. The political party in Nigeria is practicing representative democracy. And I think it's my turn to be favored in zoning, which provides for inclusion. If the elements of the party from the north won't allow zoning to sustain, I will work against the party, and that was why we started the obedient movement. So the party has now listened to us, and we said, if you don't want to correct it, then we will not do so. They have now zoned to the south. But the illness and its fallout is what the party is currently suffering.
The question of party constitution and ideology again comes to mind, where the individuals appear not to be working with an ideology. If the party does the party have an ideology that they are aligning to in the first place?
Yes, the party believes in free markets. The party believes in transparent markets, free and fair elections, which we don't have now. So you may not blame those who are jumping ship. It's due to the consequences of state capture. So if the state is captured in such a way that the elections can be free and fair, anybody who wants to remain favored will simply move to where... And
that's what the PDP supports. You said the PDP believes in the free market.
The PDP
so you can move where you want to
market, not that. The problems that you're having about the movement is as a consequence of the Atiku Abubakar disease. You might say, Atiku has rights. Is it constitutional right to run? No. Slavery was legal, but it was unethical.
But again, we're out of time here. you've just mentioned the former vice president a couple of times.
That was the problem, nothing else.
Is the problem still there? Is he the party? Does the party have a constitution?
He cost.
Does the party have a constitution?
Yes, the party does.
Is the constitution of the party being followed?
No, the party constitution of the party wasn't followed in terms of inclusion, and that was what happened. I mentioned this the other day to a governor, and he said, but you know what happened? Adeleke used money to induce the NWC, and then that was the trouble. So for me, to run as a politician, you also have to be ethical. You need to understand that nation building includes inclusion of the aspirations of all. If you don't do that, that's what problem you have. So for me, the party is trying to recover from the Atiku Abubakar disease, but that disease was so malignant, so deep, that the kind of scars it has left on the body of the party, it will take time for the party to heal. Because as far as I'm concerned, historically, we are a democracy. Democracy don't succeed with only one party. And for me, it's good that PDP has suffered what it is suffering. Why do I say this? So that in future, let's no part of the country think that it can run its game without the inclusion of other parts of the country.
Thank you so much. Dr. Katch Ononuju is a political analyst, and he has been discussing the movement of politicians from one party to the other. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.